Hey guys, and welcome to episode 11 of the Entirely X Gaming Podcast. With me, I have my good old whipping boy. Went on a lovely trip to Boston with me, Tyler Spindler.
What's up, guys?
And the person who couldn't enjoy our lovely, sweet moments in the New England area, Ben Frampton.
Yeah, screw you guys. I wish I'd been there.
It was some good fun up in Foxborough.
Oh.
But we do have to apologize for missing about 2 weeks-ish almost with holidays and me traveling and Ben getting super ill.
Yeah, I was doing like Darth Vader impressions without the mask.
Yeah, so for us it just didn't align over the Christmas and New Year's. We're actually recording on New Year's Day first,
Yep.
So Happy New Year to everyone.
Happy New
And
Year.
hopefully we'll have a good year going forward. And but we'll be back to a weekly schedule now. So I'm sorry for that. Traveling during the holidays is not fun. But first we're going to start with a new segment that we're going to... It's not going to be every week, but it's called Gadget Time. And it's going to be about all the cool tech things that we get in our lives and that we can talk about to maybe help you go out and make a purchasing decision out in the future. We constantly are upgrading things, buying new things, and it's good to talk about them before you go out and spend a couple $100s on a thing and find out you don't like it or it doesn't fit how you use it.
We know more than all of you, right? No.
No.
I assume this is mostly about just talking through what our positive and negative experiences are, because we know we're independent. We know we don't have any money being put into our back pockets by people saying, here, give us good shout outs for this.
We're using our personal money to go out and buy these, what some people would say are rather expensive items. And, for them to sink in $300-400, that's a hefty price tag.
Yes.
So I'll fall on that grenade for you guys.
Yes.
Every time. So, with that being said, Tyler, what is something that you have picked up recently?
So, the one thing that there's two things that I really got. Well, technically three, but
we'll talk about that together. Yeah.
So the first one was, I'm sure some of you might actually notice, my recording situation got a little bit better. I got a Yeti microphone for Christmas. So it might sound a little different from what the older podcasts sounded like, because I'm not using a shitty Rock Band microphone anymore.
Was that what you were using?
That's what I was using. Was a Rock Band
that's
mic.
amazing. I did not know this.
Yep. So luckily it still works with all of my attachments that I had previously, so my stand and whatnot still work with it. And the other thing that I got was... Actually, should we mention the one thing that we both got first, Mike?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So the other thing that we got, both Mike and I, we got ourselves a couple of gaming PCs.
Yeah, we did.
And so along with the gaming PCs, we'll go into a little bit more detail with Mike. There was a Razer bundle that we got. So it came with a Razer keyboard, Razer mouse, mouse pad, and a headset.
Quick question. Which Razer mouse?
I think it's the Death Adder.
The Death Adder.
Is it the one that's like tilted backwards, like it feels horizontal?
Slightly, yes.
Slightly, yeah.
Right. Is that comfortable, and can you get a decent grip on it? Because I always thought that mouse looked like it would be too flat for me to get a proper grip on for clicking a mouse.
No,
nope.
I have no
I
problem
think it's
with
fine.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
So we got all that. That bundle that we got was $100 normally, but we got it fortunately for $50.
Yes.
Thanks to Tyler.
Yep.
So,
what did you do to get it so cheap?
So, with the PC and the Razer bundle, they were left over from Black Friday at Walmart. And on my last day at Walmart, so I don't know if we told everybody, I left Walmart because fuck them. And I'm going to be working with Mike. So,
Yep.
But on my
Because
last
fuck Mike.
yes, but on my last day, I went to my boss and I was just like, "Hey, if we mark these down, I will get rid of these 2 PCs and like 2 of these Razer bundles tomorrow."
Yep.
And he's like, "Okay, whatever. Mark them down to whatever you want them for, and I'm fine with it." I was like, "Okay." Mark the things down to $50. Mark the PCs down to $200, and boom.
Yep.
And yet again, no buying me a PC. What the hell?
Unfortunately, Ben, we only had 2 in the store, so
I would have settled for a different PC, a better one. You know?
there wasn't a better one.
Yeah, and
No.
speaking of better, these PCs,
Oh.
you PC people out there, the graphics card inside of it is the NVIDIA 1060, which is VR ready, VR capable. It's got some power behind them.
Yep.
We got 8 gigs of RAM. It is an i5 processor, but
Eh.
it's not
you
bad.
guys aren't going to be playing anything that needs an IC.
Right.
No, yeah.
That was our whole thing. Is we're not going to be competing at that level. If I'm going to
Yeah.
be competing at something, it's going to be on my Xbox,
On
not on
Xbox.
my PC.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, the biggest win was that it had a 1060 inside of it. That graphics
Yeah.
card alone is $300.
£300
Yeah.
of
Okay.
graphics card.
Wait, can I tell them the price that
Yeah.
this thing was? So
Yeah.
before I marked this thing down, it was $500,
Yeah.
and we got it for $200.
It's a little bit of a steal.
Just
But
That's a win.
oh
it
yeah.
is.
Almost certainly some poor Walmart employee is going to get fired from this podcast, but yeah.
Well, not a Walmart employee.
Yeah.
I'm talking about you.
Oh, right. Ha.
But yeah, so we got these PCs, and it's actually going to help out with the show. It's going to allow
Oh,
us
yeah.
to do streaming much easier.
Yep.
We'll have the overlays built in. We'll be getting capture cards relatively soon, and I will be looking at 4K ones. So be ready.
Expensive.
Yep, they're not cheap, but I think it's worth future proofing. So
That'll
with
come
that,
up in gadget time, no doubt.
oh, that's
That-
what this segment's
that
all
will.
about.
So-
But that's the plans for the future. It's using these things to improve the show and our YouTube presence, right?
YouTube.
So, good job, Tyler. Thanks for the PC.
You're welcome.
But the other thing I got on my list, I got the Google Pixel Buds, which are earphones, right?
Yes.
I travel a lot, and along with my Switch, I usually will play something, but I'll listen to music. So I'm always looking for a great pair of headphones. And these things, they're like the Apple iBud, whatever they're called, the AirBuds. That's what
Yeah.
it is. But not as expensive. So they come in like a nice rechargeable case that's a USB-C, and they charge really, really quick. But they also last all day. I mean, I wore them from when I woke up at 6 in the morning, and they died on me when I was on a layover in Philadelphia at about 9 or 10 at night.
Oh wow.
Yeah, just listening to them constantly. So, yeah. The coolest feature is what Google Translate does, which is just an app on your phone where...
Is this the one where it translates voice for you as you're going around?
So it'll translate it into text in the app, and then it will also talk to you in your ear so you don't have to read it. So I could just point my phone at someone, and they'll talk into it, and then it plays back what they said in another language. And we tested it out. We had someone speak French, German, and Spanish, and it worked.
Wow.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. And you can leave it in like just a conversation mode where it just listens to both, and it translates both. So if I'm talking in English to someone who speaks Spanish, it will translate it in text in Spanish so that they can read it. And then it'll do the voice inside my ears of what they're saying to me. It's pretty cool. It's pretty neat. But they are nice. The fit is kind of weird, and some people might not like it. But it uses like a rope to kind of stay inside of your ear, which sounds weird, right? But it is really cool. I like them a lot. and I have a Google Pixel 2 on the way, so
You suck.
yeah, these will fit perfectly with that. So,
You just say it uses a rope.
yeah.
How the hell does that work?
So you have the earbud, and then it kind of comes through like this little loop, and then you pull it out to fit the inside of your ear.
Oh.
Yeah. So then it contours alongside of it. So when you first put it in, you just pull it out, put that in, and then slowly like loosen the rope, and it just goes in, and it sits. Yeah. I mean, I flew to Dallas last week with them in my ear, so. I got up on the plane, walked. I've walked through airports with it. Never once fallen out.
Huh.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Pretty cool.
So, yeah, they're not bad. So if you're a Google fan, I would definitely recommend at least looking at them. Maybe go to a store and ask if you can see them. Bring hand sanitizer with you, but try that.
Yeah.
Or
So-
just not, you could just lick it.
Yeah,
just lick
touch
'em.
just touch something, lick your hand. Oh yeah.
Yeah. But so that's gadget time. And we'll sneak this in over the next couple of weeks and
Yeah.
see how that goes. So give us some feedback if you can. At Twitter. What is it, Ben?
At entirely_X.
Look at that. Plugs.
Yeah. Put me well on the spot there, though.
Oh, I
Looking at my
did. So let's move into what we've been playing. And since he couldn't join us on our trip to Boston, I feel bad. So let's let him go first.
Yeah, so I had a period over the holidays where I actually got to do some proper gaming, which was a novel experience for me. It's been a while. I've not been able to sit down and get some stuff done. So I have finished my first playthrough on South Park. All I am missing is one achievement, which is the playthrough as a black guy achievement. And I'm genuinely looking at it thinking, am I gonna do that? Am I not gonna do that?
I think you're gonna do that. You're gonna do
You'll
it.
do it. Yeah, why wouldn't you do it?
Because it's a whole nother playthrough just for that. And
But you have to think, all you have to do is the main story. That's all you have to do.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
you know.
like some of these combat things are gonna be they're gonna be such a pain in the arse on that hardest difficulty.
Yes.
We'll see. I might do it. I might.
Is there a way to do like a new game plus on it where all you do is
No.
you take your old character and he just gets like a super tan?
That would be nice, but no.
I'm sorry, that was
Tan.
racist.
It's all
Nice.
fine, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it's no such luck.
Oh, that kind of.
But yeah,
That
so
stinks.
that's a thing that's on the horizon. I played a bit of XCOM 2. I've gotten into. I don't know what it is about XCOM 2. You get these missions where you run up against these hardcore boss things that are like in these certain missions. They just
Yeah.
appear in a mission and then they come slap you up. And
Ah.
I'm like, okay, that's all right. These things are a horrible thing to play against, by the way, because what they do is every time you do anything in that game, that monster gets to respond, so it can get an attack.
Ah, okay.
Like, so if you move, it gets to attack. If you then shoot, it gets to attack again. If you
Ooh.
reload, it gets to attack. Anything.
Ooh.
You do any action with any of your people, it attacks or does something horrible. So that would be alright if it was just in a normal mission. But what's happened is these things have started coming into my missions in rescue missions that have like a certain number of turns to get, to a person, or an extract mission to get to a person and then get out the level. So what's happening is basically it's just screwing me over hard, and just absolutely like I'm on this mission. I have no idea how I'm going to finish it, but we'll see. But yeah, so that's good fun.
Oh boy.
So I did a bit of that. I got an achievement for finishing one of these boss things, and then I gave up on XCOM 2 for a little bit longer. I might go back to it and do a bit more, but we'll see. It's causing me pain.
Okay.
And then when I realised that none of you were online, I was just like, right, sweet. I've got no friends. So lonely. I went on and did a load of Madden stuff. I am now one achievement away
Okay.
from finishing Madden.
Nice. Proud of
Yeah.
you.
and I'm
I
working
will
on
not
that.
open mine until after the Super Bowl.
I am quite
Or
possibly going to
when
be
they lose
done
to
with
the
Madden before you've even opened it.
Yep. That Madden curse, man. I don't want to be a part of it.
It's all right. The Patriots don't have any curse until like the playoffs anyway, because they get free wins every year. But yeah,
Well, the refs put in a lot of hard work for us.
they do. Yeah. It is quite impressive. We won't get too into the NFL stuff right now. I'll go on about that for an hour. But yeah, I also bought The Sims 4 because I wanted to
Oh.
play.
How much
Sims.
was that?
It was like £30 because it was a lot. There was a deal that was on. I think it was one of the Christmas countdown deals.
Right.
Had it down from what it was, and it wasn't too much more expensive than the one on Amazon. So I was just like, right, well, that's my decision made.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was what I've been playing over the last 2 weeks ish. It's mostly trying to mop stuff up, get things finished off, so that I can start playing new stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about you, Tay? What you been playing?
Oh,
Tay-Tay.
well, I kind of started out the past 2 weeks. I loaded up a world on the Windows 10 Minecraft and started playing it on my phone to get all the achievements for the Android version of Minecraft.
And for people that don't know, the reason you do that, it's easier to host a world on Windows 10 and have yourself join it on other devices.
Yes.
Whereas hosting on the phone or Xbox One is way harder to connect for some reason. But the PC version, it holds pretty
it just
well.
stays.
Yep.
So I started out doing that, and I got angry with that, so I kind of stopped because of my phone just being poopy, and I didn't want to hold it, and I wished I could connect a controller to it, but I can't.
Yeah. It's
To your
So,
phone.
yeah.
there are attachments out there for it, but
Yeah, I don't want to go out
It's
and buy
not-
it, sorry.
the controls on it are not great. But
Yeah.
it's the best way to do it is if you go to trueachievements.com, download the Minecraft worlds, then they have achievement worlds where people are just built. You spawn here, you walk down, and then you'll have, 95% of the achievements.
Yep. So,
Yeah.
I did that, and then after I was done with the phone, I went on, just played a couple of random shitty Windows 10 games, ones that I randomly hadn't finished. Like, there was like a tap tile game that's basically like Mojang, or Mojang, whatever you want to call it. So I did that.
Bit of a difference there. One's the person who developed Minecraft, and the other one is an ancient sort of Asian tile game.
Yeah,
So
it's the ancient tile game. That's
Right,
what
cool.
it was. So, but the shitty game is called Tap Tiles.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've played it, Mike, but it's
Not great.
terrible game. So that was the crap that I played, and then I finally bought Cuphead.
There you go. That's my boy.
So I got a $25 gift card to Microsoft, so I was like, I'll buy Cuphead, because my girlfriend and I were wanting to play it, so I downloaded it, and then we played 2-player mode. Oh my god, 2-player mode. It's great.
It is.
It's even funner when you start drinking, and yes. But we worked out a little strategy where she causes damage and I fend off like all of the little shits during the boss fights. Where it works out. But yeah, I like it. It's quite a fun game. It looks great. I like how all of the, stuff is hand drawn, and it's just like, such a great game. Totally worth buying. If you haven't bought it, I don't know. Like, now that I've bought it after such a long wait, I don't know why I waited so long.
Yep.
But it is well worth it. Yes, you will get angry at it, but it's still worth it.
That was my biggest thing. Well, we'll get into Cuphead here in a little bit, actually.
Yeah.
We'll skip over that. Yeah.
So, but that's about all I've been really playing. So, what about you, Mike? I know you usually have shit lists.
Oh, and I got one for you. It's been 2 weeks. Well, I do have to officially announce that I did not hit my 390,000 gamer score goal.
What'd you get?
I got stuck at 378 because I got stuck traveling.
Yep. And then we went to New England.
Yes, there was 2 weeks in a row I got stuck. What was it? Friday before Christmas.
Yeah.
Flight got canceled due to snow. I was unable to fly out until Christmas Eve night.
Yep.
Like, I didn't land until about 6 p.m. on Christmas Eve. So, not a lot got done. And I didn't have the PC with me that I was planning on doing all of this. So, Gamerscore did not happen at the level I wanted it to. But I did do some stuff, some digital stuff, because I didn't bring any discs, because I didn't think I was going to be stuck. Yeah. So, that being said, I kicked things off with Virginia, which
Not
is
very fun.
It's a movie.
Is it?
I don't consider it a walking sim. It's more press for like the hardest thing the most interactive thing you have to do is pick up the feathers and flowers as collectibles. If you were to not care about achievements, you would just be pushing forward on the left stick.
That's not great.
Yeah, not great. The story is really weird.
Take
It was
all
on
the drugs, children. That's what the story
all the
teaches
drugs,
you.
the entire
Take
thing.
All the drugs.
Yeah. Then I did another walking simulator, Dear Esther.
Yes.
Lots of history, not that fun.
Yeah, it seemed very interesting. The story that was there, nothing happens. The entire thing.
Well,
It's you literally walking from one end of the island all the way to the top. That's it.
No.
With story being told while you're doing it.
Oh.
You do some like crazy shit towards the end, I think, but it's just.
Yeah, but it's not. Yeah.
Yeah, we won't spoil anything.
No, I won't, because it for a story, like, I hated Gone Home. I did not like Virginia. But Dear Esther had me wondering, what is this story here? Like, what is this island? Mm-hmm. So, I don't want to spoil anything, but I would at least check it out.
Okay.
It's a very easy 1,000.
Supposed walking sim style game.
Yeah, it was actually done in a Half-Life 2 mod on the PC.
Oh.
And then they made it into a full game. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And there are some nice spots. Like, it does look good. And I hate walking simulators. Like,
yes,
I hate them.
do.
So, the fact that I'm saying decent things about this one, maybe check it out. Then I did the Turing test.
Mm-hmm. Is it any good? Because we got that for free, didn't we?
That was for free. That was a Games with Gold. I liked that one. It is a puzzle, kind of Portal-ish, just not as good as Portal.
Oh, I love Portal.
Yeah. It is interesting. It takes about an hour and a half if you use the guide. There's a lot more to the game, and Mecha does express that in his guide, that there's a lot more to this game and a lot more story, but if you use his guide, you will not see most of it.
Oh,
so, guess what I did?
I
used his guide. Yep.
Nice.
And a game that I also didn't see the story in was Inside.
Okay.
Because there was no story, at least to me.
Okay.
I liked Limbo a lot more. I'll say that. Inside got real weird at the end, and I didn't like it. I don't want to spoil anything again, but that one's pretty straightforward. I did have some weirdness. It was Xbox Live's fault, though. They did put out a tweet saying that their services were being weird. So I would get the collectible, walk to the next collectible, get that collectible, and the achievement for the first one would pop.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah. So it was a delay.
Speaking of breaking games, I forgot to mention this.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
So, which of the games that I played recently do you think I broke this time?
XCOM?
No, I'm going to go South Park.
No, I broke Madden.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. So,
In a good way?
sorry, no, terrible bad way. 45,
Oh,
50
God.
minutes worth of gameplay lost.
Oh.
Oh,
Way to
I
go.
am sorry about that. That
Yeah.
is
What did you
very.
do?
Oh
Yeah,
my
Tyler,
gosh, yeah.
what is it you? Are you to blame? I would kill you.
It might be. I don't know. I usually get blamed for a lot of stuff, so
But yeah, just as a little aside, because I remember this, and I feel like my pain of being able to break games needs to be shared so other people can laugh at my misfortune.
That was the founding of this podcast.
So
Uh.
I am the long shot achievements.
Ooh,
So
that's
this
single
is
player stuff.
yeah, the story mode thing that you've got.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Basically, got to go through this whole story mode thing and throw passes and
Yeah.
try and
Yep.
get yourself to be like some fancy drafted quarterback.
Yep.
I was going through those, getting all the achievements that were on that I had left to get. The last sequence, you have to do these challenges, and you have to do them in a certain way, and you have to not mess up. And
Right.
I was fine, and I got to the last bit
Uh-huh.
just before I should have gotten one of these achievements. And it's a bit where it says, right, you've done this, now you have to, drive the length of the field, and you get to call the plays.
Mhm.
Game froze, get that horrible grinding noise,
Oh, yeah.
thing. And every time you quit out of that sequence, you have to do the whole sequence again.
Oh.
Which includes the 10-15 minutes of cutscenes you have to watch at the beginning of that. And seeing as you have to do that if you mess up for those achievements, if you don't get a pass that you needed to get or fail one of the challenges, you're doing that again as well. So I've now done that sequence like 8-9 times.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
God.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So that was fun. Don't break games, children. Don't be me.
Don't do it.
Oh, that's.
Oh, actually, speaking of breaking games, I got one on my next one. It was a game called Shred It, which appears to be like a phone game, a snowboarding, like endless runner type thing that was ported to the Xbox. I got stuck, like I said, in South Carolina. Luckily, I had a friend there, and he had kids there. And instead of playing some serious, stupid walking simulator or a violent Gears of War, I said, let me see what's on sale. Shred It was on sale for $5. So I was like, here you go. And they played it, and then I went back and started mopping up some stuff. But it's basically an endless snowboarder where your little character is going down and you have to jump and jump. My friend's son found a way to get the character caught in the bottom right, continue all the way through all the stages, and got me 90 gamer score. I'm sorry, 5 stages. So he just got the character stuck. It just went like that, and he completed it, and that was it. So that was nice.
Impressive.
Yeah, that was pretty good. It was a good
Nice.
break.
I never get those good breaks.
No,
Yeah.
never.
It was a nice surprise.
Yeah.
There is free DLC for that game for 550 gamer score, right?
Oh.
So it's a total of 1,550 gamer score in the game for free. Well, for $5. The DLC is all related to a checkpoint challenge mode.
Okay.
The key here is true achievements. This saved so much time and so much aggravation. There is a new mode along with that update called chill mode, where it's very few obstacles. It's very chill, right? You're just kind of going down collecting leaves.
Yep.
All you have to do is get to the final stage. That is like stage 5 with like a moon in the background.
Yeah.
And then just fail out. Like just die as much as you can. Like fall into pits. That's the most complicated thing. And they'll either be on the left screen or the right. Just fall into it and die and die. Then it'll bring up a retry screen. The achievement for that character will pop.
Oh.
Takes about 7-ish minutes per character.
That's not bad.
But you have to unlock all the characters.
Yeah.
So you have to do different challenges in the other mode, in the regular endless running mode, to unlock all the characters. But then when you unlock that character, go into chill mode, do that, you'll get the achievement for them. So, pro tip.
All I'm thinking about as you're talking about this snowboarding game is that old skiing game on like old PCs where that
with the Yeti.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
yeah.
was the name of that game?
Oh. It was out at the same
Man.
time as Chips Challenge, wasn't it?
Chips was so good.
What's the name?
Yeah,
of it?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I remember.
I remember. Oh, I know what it was.
What's that?
It's called Ski Free.
Oh, that was it.
Oh, yeah.
Ski Free.
You know who made that game?
Who?
Microsoft.
Oh, God.
Did you
Thanks,
guys
Mike.
ever manage
Back.
to avoid the Yeti?
Oh yeah, I avoided them all the time.
Probably.
I literally got eaten every single time.
Oh my god,
Oh,
bring
God.
it back. Microsoft, bring Ski Free back.
No,
Put it
Xbox
on
One
the
X.
Xbox.
4K.
Yeti's
That's
like
great.
literally 1,000 pixels.
Yeah.
And then I went from snowboarding to
A
scuba
swimming
diving.
simulator.
Yeah, another simulator. Abzu. I started that on our trip in Boston, so I haven't finished it yet. I'm following the guide. About quarter of the way through. About 300 gamer score.
It's more chilled out than the other walkthrough games.
It is.
That you've been mentioning.
I had to mess with the controls real hard. Like inverting. Yeah, everything was inverted.
Well,
Like the camera.
Yes.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
watching you do this. This was
Yeah. It was
funny.
painful.
it was
Yep.
funny.
But again, Maka91, use his guide.
Yep.
It's very nice. And I say use his guide on this one because it is a 3D world. And if you were to just look up a location, you'd spend more time trying to figure out where it is than you would just watching his guide from the beginning.
His guide isn't completely optimized, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
He does a bit of going back and forwards and stuff like that.
Yeah. I did more ACA Neo Geo stuff. I can't even remember which one I played. I think it was about Fatal Fury. I think.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I played on my Xbox before I get into something really cool that I'm very excited about. PUBG. My mom actually got it for me because I wasn't too high on paying for a game without achievements, but
Yep.
PUBG, she got it for me, so I did it. It's it's rough on the Xbox.
Is it?
It's rough. Mm-hmm. I've played it on a PC. I've played it on a very nice PC, and the frame rate drop is there.
Down to what? But didn't they say it was 60 FPS or something?
I thought it was lower.
No, it's
30,
it's
60
supposed to
on
be
the Xbox
30.
One X.
Oh.
It's supposed to be
30
30.
on the Xbox One, isn't it?
Nope, it is 30 all around.
That is.
Yep.
That's
Not good.
that's not selling it. I'll just stick with Fortnite.
It's ugh. But I played it on my Xbox One X, and when people started dying and disconnecting and leaving the match, and you get down to that, I really felt between 40 and 60 people, it runs really well. Like it's fine. If you don't have an Xbox One X, the biggest pro tip that I've seen out there, if you have like a Day One edition or an S, turn off the in-game DVR. Go into your settings, turn it off. The reason being is the memory is constantly recording small little bits, 30 seconds, a minute, whatever you have it set to, and it's chewing up the memory on the older systems. The Xbox One X can handle that,
Yeah.
but the older ones can't. Well, they can. It's just not great. So, another pro tip of the show, do that.
Yeah.
And then, I was in airports, so I played some more Switch stuff.
Yep.
Still doing Mario vs. Rabbids again. I just get sucked back. I get sucked
pulled
back
right
into
back
Mario
in.
Kart.
Well, that's
Yeah.
the greatest strategy game of the year, Mike. Don't you
No,
know?
it is. It's really not.
It's really not.
It's not. It's fun. It's chill when I'm sitting at a bar or whatever. It's cool. Like I can put it down, take a bite to eat, pick it back up, and then it's still my turn. Like that's cool.
Okay.
Whereas Mario Kart is a little easier, or it's more hardcore. Like I have to be playing that.
Yeah.
So I've been switching between the two, just slowly, chugging away. I'm still waiting to check out the Zelda DLC.
Oh yes.
Oh,
I still have to do
yeah.
that as well.
Has it come too late to get you guys to jump straight onto it?
No, it's more I couldn't download it in time because of the shitty airport Wi-Fi. I couldn't get the Switch to connect, so I couldn't
okay.
download it. Yeah. So if the Wi-Fi had worked, then cool. I would have downloaded it. I would have played it on a plane, but
Yes.
it did not work and did not download. So
Yes.
yeah, that was
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
And then the last thing here, and this is partially why I pulled the trigger on this PC. When I got stuck down in South Carolina, my buddy who plays PC, he has a very nice big tower, nice
Yes.
rig.
Yes,
He's
it
got
is.
the 1080 Ti inside of it. It's great. But he also has an Oculus Rift with the touch. So I got to straight up wake up in the morning at about 7,
You suck.
and that's all I
Happy
played for
Apple.
hours. Yeah. No, that's not what I did.
No?
He had children there.
Oh, right.
No, I played Robo Recall.
Yes.
It is incredible. Like, this game is about all these robots that just defect and then start attacking you. And you have pistols on your waist, and they're actually there. So you take the touches, put them down, hold the button to grab them, and then aim around. Oh, it's so hard to explain, but it is one of the best VR experiences I've had. So, to the point where it's gotten me wanting to go buy one.
Oh, yeah. He was super close today.
I was very close today.
It was
Luckily, I have a birthday coming up, so I
Yes.
waited.
Yes. So,
Yeah, so that's what I've played. I played a lot. It's been 2 weeks, so I played
Yeah.
quite a bit.
yeah. Although I did forget to mention, I did play. Now that we've talked about the PCs,
Yes.
I did play a couple of games on the PC. Nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing crazy. Because I downloaded StarCraft 2 on it.
Uh-huh. Yep.
And I've played StarCraft 2 on my dad's old PC and my laptop. Okay. Graphics card in both of those is just bleh.
Good enough to run, but not
Good enough. Yeah,
insane.
when I clicked on StarCraft and it started playing, I was just like,
I don't like that sound.
oh my god, it was beautiful. I was just like, this is fantastic. Like
Yes.
I need to upgrade my graphics card because I have Dawn of War 3 sat on my Steam.
Ooh.
Yes. So I played that one. I was happy with the graphics on it because I knew StarCraft could look better on my laptop and on the other PC, but unfortunately I didn't have a good graphics card. Now that I have a good graphics card, it's just like, yes.
Yep.
And then I did. Christy, my girlfriend, does have a Steam account, so I did download that for her so she can play games on the PC. And she has Goat Simulator.
You can play that on the Xbox. I did
I
play
know.
that on the Xbox.
I didn't play it. It was mostly her daughter that was playing it, but oh my god, I was just like, this reminds me so much of the Xbox One. I was like, I hated this, so I'm not going to watch you play this.
Hey, Flappy Goat. Flappy Goat.
Oh, Flappy Goat.
Oh no.
Worst achievement.
No. That was terrible. I remember when Mike was telling me that, I was just like, I don't know what this is.
I did that achievement.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah, we
did too.
I just.
But yeah, when Mike told me about Flappy Goat, I was just like, I don't know what that is. I don't want to find out. And then I think that was like one of the last achievements that I needed. So I got it,
That was
and
rough.
it was terrible. So,
Yep.
but yeah,
So-
that was two other games that I
Good.
played.
All
Yeah.
right.
So
Okay, so we should move on though. We are done with.
Oh,
games,
yes, we should.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
Now we have to move on to our
We
game
promised
of
it
the year.
you. We did
We did.
promise, and I
Did we?
remembered. I was the only one who remembered.
I don't remember this.
So, earlier in the year, we had sort of a brief talk about what we would think our game of the year would be at that
Yes.
point.
Mhm.
Now, I made the point at that time that we couldn't really speak for that until we finished the year.
Yep.
We have now officially finished 2017. So, guys, game of the year. After the entire year is taken into account, Mike, what is your game of the year for 2017?
So on the other episode, which Omega D's was on, go check out his music, omegads.bandcamp.com. He talked about Zelda, and that's where I was falling, was in that Zelda, it's a great console, and it's a fantastic game.
Zelda fanboy bracket, let's call it what it is.
Yeah. Oh, no, it is. But it is also a very great game at the core of it. It really is. There's no voiceover, very little voiceover, and no objective markers really on your map that tell you go here, go here, go here, go here. It's more you have to figure out how the world works.
Yeah.
And for me, that was a very cool experience. It throws me in there, and you have to figure it out. Now, the more that I've seen it played on streams and videos, and Tyler playing it and talking about it now, Cuphead is. And I've never given an indie game my game of the year before.
Never.
So, the fact that Cuphead is rearing its head, its cup, into my discussion of actually being a valid game of the year contender,
that speaks
I would be comfortable with saying Cuphead is my game of the year. But
big news.
Zelda is damn good and maybe my favorite game of the year. But Cuphead, things like this only come every so often. There will be another Zelda, right? There's going to be something that's going to change how Zelda works. It'll always be that. Cuphead could be the only time Cuphead is a game. There may be a second one. The brothers have talked about doing a second one, but they're not going to rush into it.
No.
It took them 5 years to make this game. So they're not going to come out with another one for, until 2022, 23. So the fact that this game's available now, it has to be game of the year, I think. It deserves the spotlight. It deserves the talk. And honestly, the game should be $40 or $50.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. If there's a way to give them more money, I would. Because it is perfect.
Send it in an envelope.
Yeah.
Put it towards your next game.
Yeah. So, in a shocking turn of events, Cuphead.
Okay.
So, Benny, what is yours?
I can only comment on games that I've played. I will always maintain that. I won't say anything about games in terms of a Game of the Year discussion. I'll talk smack about games I've not played all the time. But I will not count anything into this discussion if I haven't played it. And as I don't have a Switch, all those Nintendo games are gone. They're just gone.
Okay.
As I don't have a PS4, all those games are gone.
Yep.
So I'm left with the Bone games. And I think from the ones I've played, it comes down to, is it gonna be Shadow of War or is it gonna be South Park?
Ooh.
I was very curious about this, of where you would fall.
Yeah. I think I'm still curious about it. I'm still sat here going, well, maybe this, maybe that. And the problem I have with this was it should have been Shadow of War. It should have been Shadow of War easily.
Yeah.
Right.
But they did that horrible stuff with the end game. And it was boring. It was boring. And that's not what you want. You don't want to say, oh yeah, this is my game of the year, but by the way, the last 18 hours are just going to bore you out of your mind.
Yep. No, I would agree.
Now, that being said, South Park, it's fun, the story's hilarious, the comedy in it is brilliant.
Right.
Cartman is still an incredible character, Randy is still an incredible character, and every time I see Jimmy try and say anything in any South Park thing ever, I crack up.
Okay.
But, gameplay-wise, that game is not as fun. So I'm stuck in this limbo between them, knowing that Shadow of War is a better game, but not entirely being sure whether I'm comfortable saying that Shadow of War can be the game of the year because of that crap at the end.
Right.
Huh.
It's going to be Shadow of War. It's Shadow of War.
I was about to pull out the gun and make you say something.
I wish they hadn't done that at the end. I wish they hadn't.
That's the biggest complaint I've heard. I still haven't played it.
So many incredible things in that game. There's some of the side missions you can do are funny. I've been watching videos recently, so there's a mechanic in it where you can shame an orc that you've defeated. Have you seen this? So if it's like a certain level and you want to decrease its level so that you can dominate it later, or so that you can just make it so there's not some like level 60 monster running around kicking your ass every time.
Yeah.
You can shame them. Now, what people have done, these orcs typically lose between like 8 to 10 levels, something like that, every time you shame them.
Right.
Max level for these orcs is about 60, 63 or something like that, 65, I don't know. You finish at level 60, you can't get any higher than that.
Okay.
Right.
And, I think it's that anyway, it's been a while. And what people have been doing is getting these max level orcs and shaming them, then finding them in the world and shaming them again, and shaming them again, and shaming them again.
God.
Until they get to level like 1 or something like that. And it is wonderful, because about level 5 or lower, these orcs lose the ability to talk. So, so it goes through and they start saying things like, "No, you shamed me before. I've been, taking crap from all these other orcs ever since that happened." Then it's like, "No, not again, not again." And then it's like, "No!" And then it's just like, "Alright, no." It's so funny that you can YouTube this stuff. There's videos of these people that have just genuinely shamed an orc to the point where it can't speak words anymore.
That's fantastic.
That's awesome.
And you see that stuff in there. They put such depth into that game. Why did they have to spoil it with that terrible grind?
With that end. Yeah.
It's game of the year for me still. I have that one complaint.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It was great fun. How about you, Mike? No,
mean
Tyler.
Tyler.
You're both going to say the same games anyways.
Yeah, so, like Mike, my two games are between Cuphead, now that I've actually played it, and Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
So, before I had actually played it, I was just like, nope, it's just Zelda. Just Zelda. I enjoyed Zelda. I remember beating it the first time when I was at PAX.
Yep.
And then... Even after I beat it, it still managed to keep my, attention, because I figured out there's actually a way to shut off your mini map and your like health gauges and whatnot. So you're just running around the world, nothing on your screen except for the world itself, and it's just fun. Like, it's fun just running around, not knowing where exactly you're going. And just stumbling upon this, oh, hey, look at this, a random village of monsters that I'm going to go and kill. Or, oh, hey, here's like a little hidden puzzle. I liked that. I thought that was pretty cool that it was able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then my other one was Cuphead. So, now that I've played it, I'm going to go with Mike, and I'm going to give it to Cuphead.
Yep.
Like, it's just... Like, I don't think...
It's well done.
Yeah, it's well done. I was just like, I don't think I've played, a game quite like this before. Like, I was just like, oh, this is pretty cool. So, I enjoyed it.
I fully approve of this, by the way. It used to grind on me, both you guys talking about Zelda.
No, and it's still... I'll still defend Zelda all day.
Oh, yeah,
it's a fantastic game.
I know, but the point is that Cuphead have done something that
Nintendo,
the people who made Cuphead have done stuff that Nintendo just haven't.
Right.
they've gone above and beyond, which we don't get much more in computer games anymore.
No.
Yep.
So the fact that Cuphead was able to do this over, them beating out Zelda for my game of the year, it's just phenomenal. Like,
it's impressive. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So, but that was my game of the year.
Yeah. No.
Like,
so,
I think
Cuphead, and Shadow of War.
Yeah.
Oh, this year has been, I think, a great year for gaming. I've experienced a lot of shit games, but there's have been some really, really good games, genuinely good games.
I will change that for my view on that. I would say, from what I've heard, it's been a good year for non-Xbox gaming.
Yes, I would. But the third-party games that are on the Xbox they're really good. I mean, Assassin's Creed, Shadow of War, Wolfenstein, Call of Duty, even this year, Need for Speed Payback. All those games came out this year. Resident Evil 7 came out this year. So there were games there. Were they exclusives? No. Cuphead was, but that's where Microsoft next year has to come in super hard at E3 with games and games that are coming out in 2018. Mm-hmm. Right? They have to show us.
Yeah.
And Omega said it on the show before. This is Microsoft's, 2017 was Microsoft's hardware year. And when you have new hardware, you usually don't have the software to back it up. I mean, they did have software to back up how powerful the Xbox One X is, with Forza 7. Forza 7 is still one of the greatest looking games. But if you think about it, Microsoft had Cuphead, Halo Wars 2, Forza 7. That was their first party lineup. Yeah.
Wow.
No, it's not enough. And they have to do something, and we will see at E3 what that something is going to be. Hopefully.
The keyword is.
But there were still great games out.
Yeah.
So, play games.
Do it.
Do it.
Go buy them. Go give money to Cuphead people.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, definitely. Please do that.
Especially since we should go into sales.
Ooh. We are going to skip over news, by the way.
Yeah.
It's been 2 weeks. It's been holiday. It's. I had flight cancellations.
That's about as all we got.
That's the biggest news I got.
Infection.
Yeah. So that's it. Screw news.
Yep.
We'll be back to it next week. But yeah, let's move into the deals and sales. Specifically, this Christmas sale.
Okay.
It's big.
It is.
It is big.
It is.
I thought the one earlier this year was big.
No.
This one, especially if you're trying to get that gamer score up, man, there's some easy ones. Abzu and Inside alone were 50% off, meaning they're $10. So you buy both of those for $20. That's the price of them. One of them normally.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Let's see. I bought
sweet DLC deals in here as well.
Yes, there were.
So, if you didn't get the Witcher 3 DLC, that's in there. If you didn't get the Fallout DLC, that's now half price. If you didn't get the Dragon Age Inquisition DLC, which I've heard adds quite a lot to that game, that's nothing now. It's,
wow.
It's a big sale.
It is. I just saw the Deus Ex: Mankind Divided.
Yes.
On sale for $13.50.
That's that game, right? While it wasn't talked about that much, it was great fun.
Yes.
And it is worth that money.
Actually, I do know one that's not on here, which, Mike, we were literally just talking about, was Cuphead.
Oh, yes, it is. If you have Xbox Live Gold, it's $3 off. So I believe it's $16.
So that's all the more reason
like that.
to go out, support them. That's what I did. So
you can get all the Telltale stuff in this sale as well.
Oh yeah. There is so much gamer score for you. If let's just say you wanted to drop $100, you can easily get over 10,000 gamer score if you budget yourself right.
Oh yeah.
So that's insane.
Oh yeah.
I picked up a bunch. Oh, there's so much I picked up.
Titanfall 2 is £14.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a lot of bundles too, where it'll be like Call of Duty and Destiny for $50. You know,
Yeah.
because Activision. But
Rainbow
those are
Six Siege is there for if you want to get a certain edition of it. By the way, Mike, I've updated that. We should play
what?
Siege.
Ooh.
And Mike, there is some good news.
Is there?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's considered good news because we have to play a crappy game. But that Goat Simulator bundle is actually still on sale.
Oh, is it?
Yep, it's $8 though.
Enjoy your Flappy
Or
Goat.
$6 with Xbox Live with Gold. So.
Oh, okay.
So.
Guess we'll be talking about Goat Simulator next week.
Oh yes, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna make.
There
Kristen
is
play it,
a little heads up. There's a couple games that did go on sale, but are included in the Xbox Live Game Pass.
though.
So, this War of Mine was added. Gears of War 4 was added. I think there was something else. I can't remember off the top of my head, but they added a couple games in that were on sale.
Yeah.
Or if you have the Game Pass, don't pay the money because check it out. They're there for free to download.
Yeah.
So, Virginia is on sale. That was $4.
Virginia.
Yeah. I mean, it's not great, but
No.
it's an easy 1,000. And that's what we're here to talk about.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. Anyone see anything else?
Wildlands, the
Sims
Gold
is on
Edition.
there.
Yep. I would check out Wildlands. Sims is always the Sims. So.
Oh, there's a Rainbow Six Siege and the Division bundle for $35.
There you go.
So
Do you
I
really
would-
want to get the Division though? You
No,
could just
I-
get
Well,
Siege
it's
for
an
like
easy 1,000 though.
yeah, I already have it. So
It's pretty easy.
yep.
Tough. But Siege alone is worth it.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So
Shadow of Mordor is on there. If you wanted to
okay.
go retro, Game of the Year is
Yep.
£12.
Far Cry Primal, $20.
Hey Mike,
Do it.
you can get LA Noire on a console that you can actually play it on.
Oh, yeah.
I got one.
Oh God.
I Am Bread is $3.25.
$3
alone.
and no.
And 25 cents. Hey, if you want to get angry and drink, then just do that.
XCOM 2 is staring me in the face at $20.
Oh, was it?
It's fun,
Um,
but it's not easy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't Manuel Samuel easy?
That is still sitting in my vault.
Okay,
of
yeah.
Garbage I have to plow through.
That one's $2. So,
Oh.
so
I probably paid $10 for it.
I think you did because I remember when you bought it.
Still haven't played it. It's probably been about 2 years.
That's kind of sad.
Yep.
I think that's pretty much everything that's screamed out at me on that.
Oh
list.
yeah, there's a lot.
What Remains of Edith Finch? That is
Ooh.
$13.
Ooh, I might have to pick that one up and play that with Christy. We like walking
All right.
Sims.
I'll use a guide.
There you go.
But yeah, that's it for the sale. They are doing a daily countdown sale that was over, I believe, today. So if you missed that, we're sorry. We didn't have a show to cover them, but there were some decent sales on those day
sorry.
ones. Yep.
I am.
But yeah, that is it for episode 11. This first episode of 2018, guys.
Double digits, boys. Double digits.
Yeah.
Double digits. Awesome.
I
That's
am
great.
very sorry for the weeks
Yep.
that we have missed, but
That's
we are
okay.
back and we'll be on a regular schedule.
Mike, sorry. I'm not.
Kind of sorry.
Well, I like the listeners more than you guys, so. So, we will have big things coming in 2018 for us. Websites, everything like that. Streaming on all the platforms.
Yas.
And then
Yas.
on our social media pages, Benny, Twitter.
It's at entirely_X, and I am learning the magic that is hashtags.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh. So. Oh. Sorry, I just go Ben.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm slowly getting there. Maybe one day my tweets will be relevant.
Good.
Yeah, so our Facebook group is facebook.com/entirelyxgaming.
It is.
Go like us there. Twitter, I'm sorry, Instagram. Get them confused. Whoops.
Yep.
Is what?
You just want to talk about Twitter more, don't you?
I just want to just put you on the spot. Yeah.
I've made you a Twitter fan again.
Yeah, you have. I've been popping on every now and then.
Yes.
You know, Instagram kind of pulled me away.
Yeah.
But I've been coming back.
Yep.
What's the Insta handle?
Entirely _x_gaming_podcast because
There
yet
we
again,
go.
no freaking spaces.
You know
Maybe
what?
2018 will bring us spaces.
Instagram never change because I love hearing Tyler get angry at that.
Please change.
Yep. So yeah, we'll be back next week.
Yes.
And until then, remember, as always, life finds a way.
I hate you, Mike.
I will be saying that until that movie comes out in June. So prepare
Jesus.
for 6 months of that.
Well,
I love Jurassic Park.
Yes, we know you do. Well, I'll see y'all next week.
And that's all, folks.